Yeah, I mean, closing out conference play here, and I think it's just been a fun ride. And, I think anytime we've talked about it in the gym, anytime you do something special, you got to overcome some adversity along the way. And I think that's kind of the big thing with this group is, we've had people go in and out of the lineup, and we've had different people step up, and just the balance of the overall team. But I think the funnest thing for me so far this year has just been how unselfish they are, and I think it starts with our kids at the top and wanting to work extra and just an unselfish attitude and next person up. And I think that's what's made us tough to play against here through this big run through conference.
And Martina, you got your last two home matches of your first season at UTRGV. What has it been like for you so far?
I love it. I love playing at home. It's so fun. With the girls, we are doing a very good job to take like one game at a time. I think that we know that our goal is to win conference, but I think like we always know that the most important game is the next one. So right now the most important game is UW, and when after that game is going to be HCU, and when it's a final, it's a final. But each game it's been so fun. Also, like as coach said, like everybody is like kind of playing and having time in the court, and when someone step in, it's like fun, and everybody live their 100% when they do it.
Coach Lauer, you are chasing career win 600 with your next victory. What does that mean to you? Had you realized that yet?
No, it means I've been doing this a long time. No, I mean, besides doing that, just a lot of great kids over the years and great young women that have gotten a lot of those wins. I don't take credit for all that. Ultimately, it's them that step on the court at the end of the day and play the game. But yeah, I mean, it's a milestone, and it'll be nice when it comes, but it's really about them and day to day, and we're focused on next game up. So I guess if it's next game up at 600, hopefully it'll be Thursday night, and we'll get it out of the way and keep moving.
Coach, you have 4 more games left until Southland Conference tournament, and the 4 teams that you're going up against, you've beaten them, last season. So does that give y'all enough confidence, knowing you've beaten them once, you can do it again, and continue your, record and only having 1 loss in conference play?
Yeah, I mean, playing everybody the second time around is always hard. It's harder than the first time. I think the schedule kind of worked in our favor if we could draw it up. Obviously, having UIW and HCU, who are 2 talented teams here at home, but then on the road, you can't look past anybody, and East Texas is playing good volleyball, so that'll be another big one on the calendar as we close out the season. But I think this schedule has kind of put us in a good spot, and I think the last week and a half was stressful through the Corpus game. Corpus is stressful for us, the way they play, and I think they're playing much, much better volleyball than they were early on. So I think we got them on the back-to-back on probably the toughest part of the season. Maybe next week probably would have been the only thing that would have been harder to play them to close out the season. But I was happy with the girls with the way they responded. And, I mean, I think just this week in practice, we've just seen that next step in practice. We've been just a little bit more consistent in practice, and the errors are coming down. And I think some of that is just a little bit of that pressure of we know what that Corpus match means and how stressful they are to play, and I wouldn't be surprised if that Corpus team goes on to win 4 in a row here to close out the season.
This question is for both of y'all. Y'all have done amazing work this season, 11-1 in conference play so far. What do you think makes this team so special that y'all have been able to be so dominant this season?
I think this year everybody, we literally make a strong relationship. Everybody is happy when someone is in the court. I mean, if I'm on the court, I want my teammates to do good, because I know if I step in, it's because someone is doing not the best job. So I think we just support each other a lot. Like, we just want that the people is in the court do the best job as they can.
Yeah, I mean, I think it goes back to a couple things. Like I said, being unselfish and being something bigger than themselves has been the message since the start of the year, and I think they've just grabbed onto that, and it's really fun when you're part of that. And I think they enjoy playing next to each other. They enjoy supporting each other, and I think it comes through on the court. And then I think just people that truly want to get better and get in extra reps. And when the kids that are already starting want to come in and get more and get more and get more, and that sets the tone for the whole team. And we got a lot of that right now. We have a lot of people that are wanting to come in and do more than just the 2 hours here, and they're doing all the little things, taking care of their diet, taking care of their sleep and rest, and this is really a group that this is their priority. And we talked about continuing to get better all the way through conference tournament, and I think that's what they've done. They haven't been satisfied with just winning games, and they truly want to get better every day instead of, oh, we beat so-and-so, and then we're like, well, were you happy with the way you played? And they're like, no, we got to be better. So wins feel great, but the process of getting better has been what this group's locked into, and that's what has allowed us to go on this run.
Coach, talking about career 600, and if you were to get that with this team this season, what would make it special about just this group of girls and getting it with this specific team?
Yeah, I think like athletics is changing so much, and why we do this and why I do this still at this point in my career. I think you as a coach, like I said, at this point, you question if we're doing this for the right reason, and if the kids are in it for the right reason across college athletics, and if we're doing them a service. And I think that's why it would be special for this group, because this group's really doing it just because they love the game and they're using it, they want to get their education, and they're doing it for the right reasons, and they really align with what I think college athletics about. Is this group buys in. It's not that we're out trying to buy a team and chasing money and chasing dollars. It's about improving and letting them fail and letting them grow, and I think it would be really fun to get a milestone at this point in my career and at this time in college athletics with this group of girls.
Martina, what do you think your team is doing well on the court right now to help you guys with winning 10 in a row?
I think just like having a lot of fun. When we have fun, it's the best way we play. Always when we are down for a little bit of points and I see our face, I know it's bad. It's just like have a little of fun, do something fun, say something, just laugh, and just know that we are going to do a good job.
And the hitters have been really solid. You guys are hitting 274 as a team right now, one of the top teams in the nation in efficiency. What do you think is going into that from a hitter's perspective?
I think this year we have all our good hitters. It's not that we have just one or two. Everybody is doing a great job and everybody is getting points. Isa also is giving balls to everybody. It's not that she just gives 50 balls to one person and then 10 to the other girls. It's just same amount for everybody, and everybody's doing their job. So I think that's why.
What's y'all's mindset or message to your team as you look to make a deep postseason run?
Yeah, I think that, all this regular season stuff is great, and we've talked about it all year long, is this is practice for postseason. And we've talked about being healthy and spreading the ball and keeping a lot of different attackers, because then it makes it hard to game plan. By the time we get to conference tournament, we'll probably be playing some teams for the third time, second on some others, but everybody's got lots of film, everybody knows what we do, and I think that's why we've been so successful in conference play, is we've just been really balanced. So when a team, you got to kind of pick and choose who you want to try to stop. I know we do it, and so I'm sure other teams are doing the same, and I think when the pass is there and Teeny's doing a good job of reading what the other team is giving us, and we're doing a good job as a group, as a staff, and as the players making in-game adjustments and going to whatever's teams are leaving open for us. But as far as a mindset, it's conference tournament, and we know it's going to be a reset, and how do we win 3 in a row?
This year's group looks very connected on and off the court. How did you build the culture of unity and accountability?
You want to say?
I don't know, this year we have a lot of internationals, and literally we love to learn about each other, and I don't know, some example that when we are stretching, we are counting in all the numbers from Italy, in Portuguese, in Spanish, and that's so fun, and we just love to learn about different cultures from everybody.
Yeah, I think early on we started during preseason just talking about being something bigger than yourselves, and I think it starts way before that, trying to identify people that fit what we're about, and I think that was a key for this group. Was we made some decisions on the roster that we really wanted people that wanted to be here, and we really wanted people that wanted to support each other, and it wasn't about just one person, and I think that's probably what brought them together. And just watching them interact, and we talk about it a lot, that it's bigger than one, and they've just really bought into it. And I don't think we've done anything special as far as like the way we try to build the culture. I think it's just a lot of them. We've recruited a lot of really, really good people right now, and that's the biggest thing. They're really, really good people, and that happen to be really good at volleyball, and that makes it fun. And that's kind of been our focus through the recruiting process, is how do we get really good people here, and anybody that's had a chance to interact with them outside of the court, they can speak to that.